Education teaches us compassion and kindness, connection to others. Teaching is not a job. It's a lifestyle. It permeates your whole life. Education doesn't just make us smarter. It makes us whole. There's nothing that's more unfair or unjust than people using their power to try to make other people feel small, to tell them who they are or what they are capable of, to say their identity doesn't belong. I've always believed you've got to steal the joyful moments when you can. We can learn something from every single medical interaction. Every case, every patient has a lesson to teach us. Let's face it, we really did need something like this in this country to fight childhood obesity. People need to realize that community colleges really give you a good education. And they do. That's just a simple fact of it. When students come to the community college, they're focused. They know what they want to do, and they have a certain amount of time to do it. Community colleges are the way of the future. Education is possibility set in motion. People have not really noticed community colleges, but they are where students really become successful. People know Joe Biden. They've seen the strong parts of his character and how resilient he is. I was in the classroom 4 days after the inauguration because I said to Joe, when we got elected, "Joe, I really want to continue to teach." And he said, "Absolutely. You should be doing what you love." Politics, that's Joe's life, really, his love. But teaching is mine. Life is difficult, and if you sit around, waiting for fun to show up, you'll find yourself going without it more often than not. As a political spouse, I've found that my stoicism often serves me well. We can be proud of a president that brings families together, instead of tearing them apart. A president who believes our best days are ahead of us. That's Joe Biden. I mean, I deal with so many problems on a personal basis with my students, and I think to myself, nobody ever trained me to do this. Actually, after many years on the campaign trail, there is not a particular food that I've come across that I would avoid. We know that education is the key to unlocking human potential. Not only had I not expected a random call from Joe Biden, but I could never have imagined he would make that call to ask me out. I've been asked if I was starstruck by the fact that a US senator thought I was worth a call, but I honestly wasn't. I was flattered that someone I'd heard of was interested. My students have shown me so many times that it's not always about being the perfect person in the perfect position, it's about showing up when you're needed. I think that running creates a sense of balance in my life, and it really calms me down. I remember my grandmother taking me and my sisters to the steel pier in Atlantic City. We would watch the diving bell and see the diving horse jump into the pool. We would take the bus there, and I'd just smile thinking about all of us running around the pier on those days. It sounds so trite to say, I make a difference, but I really feel, especially in a community college, I can make a difference. I know the injustice of outliving a child, the pain of a future stolen away, of mourning forever a voice you'll never hear. I think exercise is really important, not just for your physical self, for your body, but for your head. I have visited classrooms near military bases to learn more about what schools were doing to support their military kids. I met with teachers overseas to learn about the particular needs they face thousands of miles from America. And I listened to my own granddaughter, who dealt with her father's year-long deployment to Iraq. Every day, I see my students work hard to overcome obstacles just to be in the classroom.